For assessing the student knowledge, skill, and attitude, we use the various type of the test. In this video lecture, I am going to explain the two main type of the test. So let us dive into the lecture. So type of the test. My name is Dr. Mohammad Riaz. I am Senior Research Officer. Now, in this presentation, I will explain about the indirect test, which are also selected response assessment, closed test, dictation, direct test, constructed response test. So, as you know, there are direct type of the test in which there are closed tests or dictation, and other is the direct test that are constructed response it. So we will learn about both type of the test. Direct and indirect test type. Direct uh, test attempt, it asks student to perform the skill that is being tested. So in direct test, it examines student knowledge of individual atom of the language or any scientific phenomena. Now, can you give me the example of this test atom? So, as you know, the direct test atom asks student to perform the skill that is being the tested for. So it's a practical example. For example, if I ask a student to write an essay and explain the photosynthesis, this type of the test is the direct test atom. Similarly, if you ask any teacher to make a plan or design a lesson plan, so it is a type of direct test. On the other hand, indirect test atom examines student knowledge of individual atom of language. So its types are uh, fill in the blanks. For example, if we see who was the first president of Pakistan, and who was the present prime minister of Pakistan, and who is the founder of the World Bank. So these type of tests are indirect tests. Indirect test atom selected response assessment. It examines student knowledge of individual of language. There are many different type of indirect test. Gap fill. Write a word in the blanks. So in this type of test, you only give the blank space and student fill it. Closed test. Fill the blank after understanding a whole text. So first student understand the whole text and then fill. Multiple choice. Choose the correct answer. True and false. Say whether statement is true or false. Which one you know the test. So indirect test atom select a response assessment. Basically, they exam student individual language or conceptual understanding of scientific phenomena or an historical point of view. As you know, there are different type of the test. So gap fill. So in this type of test, we give the, so let me tell me the name of blank first president of Pakistan. So here we have limited the space. Close test fill in the blank after understanding whole text. So we give the whole text about the any scientific phenomena, so any language, and then ask the question. Next, multiple choice question. The multiple choice question are very popular nowadays in the various type of the test, like the education testing service ETS, use this type of the test in the GRE and GMAT and other examinations. Mostly teachers also use the multiple choice question. Next is true and false. Say whether a statement is true or false. So these type of tests are mostly not used nowadays. Indirect test item. Select response item. Jumble word sentence. Put sentence in the correct order. So this type sentence a word record. Put word in order to make correct sentence. Sentence transformation. Rewrite sentence in slightly different form. Match words. Error correction. Find mistake in word. So test item. So indirect a type of test and we give the jumble word or sentence and we say put this sentence into the correct order. We put the words in different in the wrong order and then say student to sentence record. Put the word in order to make correct sentence. Sentence transformation. Huh? In this type of we give a few sentence and say write in a different. So we check the language student. Match word sentence. They're also very popular. In this type of test, we give the in the two column, one column word in one side and other column is on other side, and then we say we match them. Error correction. Find mistake in word or sentence. So these are the type of various type of the test. Indirect test item closed test. Closed test result are good measure of overall proficiency in language. Ability to supply appropriate word in blank required a number of ability. Knowledge of vocabulary, grammatical structure, discourse structure, reading skill and strategy. So these type of the indirect test item type. Indirect test and dictation. Essentially, learner listen the passage of 150 words, read aloud by administrator or audio tape and write what they are here using the correct. So in this type, mostly in the TOEFL, IELTS exam, such kind of question are given. Dictation is integrated test because it requires careful listening. Reproducing writing what is heard. Efficiency is short movement. So, in right type of test, actually given the dictation, essentially learner listen a passage of 100 and 200 words and in the passage administrator or audio read loudly the paragraph or passage and after the end they ask please tell correct the spelling, give the context. So these tests are very popular in the TOEFL, GRE for assessing the language skill of the student. Detection test integrate test because it requires careful listener. So mostly the student listen carefully, they reproduce what they have heard and they also efficient short response. Direct test item, the term have the same concept. Direct test item, construct response, performance-based assessment, performance assessment alternate. So these are the direct test item. Direct test item characteristic. There are so many characteristics of direct test item you must keep in mind. No single correct answer, engaging and motivating, higher order thinking scale. They are open and task. Tasks are thoughtful, authentic, and meaningful. They are in the mostly they are taken in the real world experience. They are constructive, creative, integration of language skill, process, and product are assessed. What about the test are designing to have different practices? So these are the different type of the test we mostly use. Direct type has given a oral presentation, do a information gap activity, take part in mostly the in interview, we give the direct type of test. Transfer information from written text or to hear the visual organization as a pie chart, graph, they are the direct test item. Match text with picture, it is also direct test. What which one do you ask about the student? So please explain. So direct test item, write a letter and report. It's an example of direct test item. Do a project, direct test item. Compose a news report or a blog. It's also example of direct test item. Construct a portfolio. Also example of write journal. Do an observation. Which one do you ask most students? So these are type of the direct type of test item. So, dear student, I hope that you have understand what is the type of test and where we use. Thank you for attention and good luck. If you like this channel, please subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon for watching the upcoming video. Good luck. Go ahead.